I love that in my background is Fragiletto. And the banana cat.
And the banana cat.
I'm very banana cat. It's my sign. I think I'm banana cat rising Fragiletto and moon in the angry cherry. To try to respond why I write, I would be a bit romantic and tragic now in my answer, but it's a bit like to try to answer why I will die in my life, or why I need to eat, or why why am I breathing this air now. I think I write for despair. I write for despair to try to give this form of words to things that I cannot completely understand, or that I cannot completely deal with. So I think to write is to create this other space to deal with the violence of the feelings, the feeling of being alive, or why I'm in this world. There is a beautiful sentence in a poem of Roberto Bolaño, this Chilean writer that I love very much, that he says that poetry, it's something that cannot correct itself. You cannot correct a poem as you cannot correct the direction that a razor blade can have. So he's all the time making this comparison, because he says in the end of the poem that you cannot correct violence also. So this very close relationship between violence and poetry for me is also connected to the violence that takes you when you write. So I think the form of poems are full of violence, are full of these feelings that someone needs to reach sometimes. They try to reach and they attempt to reach in their writing. The form, I'm not talking only about the content, but the form of a poem is full of violence. To try to give a sense to violence is something completely impossible. Violence doesn't have sense in real life, but in the poetry, there's something that violence does in terms of form, in terms of language, that interests me a lot.